Hey everybody, I just want to give a little update real quick on my tortoise. And I changed some things around here in his enclosure. But I wanted to ask you guys, maybe if you guys know anything about this, maybe I'm going to say maybe about, I don't know if I covered this in any of my other videos, but maybe about a month ago, I'm going to say a month ago, I was feeding him, I was hand feeding him. I like to hand feed him from time to time, for he could get close to me. Well, I was hand feeding him and I noticed the left side of his tongue in the back was like, I don't know if it was slit, like a cut. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was like, man, it was all kinds of funky colors. It was like really white and purple and just weird colors. I mean, maybe he got a piece of lettuce stuck in his in the back of his mouth. It could be that, because it started to show on the right side of his tongue too, on both sides of his tongue, right and left. I don't know if it could have been a purple lettuce leaf or something, that because he just ate like earlier that day. I don't know if it was that, but it was looking nasty, and it kind of looked like he burnt his tongue on something. The top of his tongue was nasty looking, and my tortoise has never had any type of problems ever. It really scared me, man. I didn't know what to do, you know, and there's really no vets around here that I know of in my area that treat tortoises. So I was scared, and you know, one thing that I do feed him from time to time is aloe vera. So I figure maybe I'll give him some aloe vera for a few days and it'll clear it up. And what do you know? It cleared it up. So if you guys know what that is, what could have been on his tongue, please leave some suggestions in the comments below. I did a little bit of research and it was saying that it could be many things, because I let him roam around in my yard, my front yard, from time to time, and sometimes he'll wander off into my neighbor's yard. Maybe it could have been some something he ate with pesticides on it, or maybe he bit something that was sharp. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't want to say that he was dehydrated, because I really take care of my tortoise. I mean, I put him in water like every other day, and he stays in there for about 10 minutes. I feed him regularly. He has vitamins, calcium, fresh hay, you know. I mean, I spot clean his enclosure to make sure there's no parasites. So I don't know what could it have been, but I gave him some aloe vera for a couple days and it cleared up. It cleared up and it hasn't came back. So maybe you guys can use that little tip. If something happens with your tortoise and you're worried, just start feeding them some aloe vera. The nice soft stuff in the inside of it, not the outer layer. I fed him that and it worked. So if you guys want to try it, your tortoise has some parasites or something, or something's wrong with him, dehydrated, maybe something split on his arm or something, you know, try some aloe vera. But other than that, he's been doing okay. He's active. He's been wandering around his enclosure. He's eating regularly. He's really mischievous. And this morning, I switched up his enclosure. Usually he has this little hide box that I made for him. He usually has it right here next to his bridge. I have never ever moved his hide box from there. This was my first time doing it. And this is how his enclosure is looking right now. I stacked these two. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's never going to go in here, but I stacked these two because he loves climbing on his logs. And he loves his hay. You know what? A lot of tortoises love to burrow in their sand or dirt substrate, but this guy loves his hay a lot. He loves just to like make little burrows of it. He eats it. He loves his hay. I didn't think he would love that. I mean, I've had him for 5 years, and I thought he would love his dirt more. I mean, he used to burrow in his dirt hardcore, and I have it deep over here. It's pretty high. I mean, it's not shallow at all. He gets in that dirt. And I piled some rocks here on the side, so if he wants to climb, it'll be easy for him to access the top of this. I put hay on top, and I try to stack the substrate as much as I can over here, so if he decides to dive off, he'll be okay, because he loves to dive off. So I just stacked these rocks right here so he could get up there, as you can see. And yeah, it'll be easier for him to get up there. But this is my new setup. Yeah, I have this log here, so when he comes down, he could just come right here. Hooked it up in there for him. This is his cool side of his enclosure. and it gets pretty hot in my room sometimes. So I mean, it could act as his humid hide and his cool hides. And every once in a while I wet a substrate over here to get it a little humid. You don't want it too humid. He's not, Russian tortoises ain't tropical. And he basks over there. But most of the time during the day, he spends his time either under that bridge, on top of it, on this area over here, right here. He likes to wander around. And that's my update. I hope you guys enjoy my new setup. Do you guys have any ideas or tips on what to add into the enclosure? I'm always, my ears are always open for that. Leave some comments below and I'll try to consider it and see what I could do. Because I like to give my tortoise fresh things. Like I just bought him fresh new strip bulb. This is the one I get him. This is the one I get my tortoise. It's from Zilla. It's a Desert Series 5.0. This one I think is a 17 watt. It should say it somewhere on here. Yeah, this one's a 17 watt. I got it from Petco. I get my equipment from Petco, not my reptiles. I really don't like how they treat the reptiles, but I get my equipment from there. And PetMart, they have the same one. I think it's by who is it by? Not Zilla. It's by it's another one, another brand, another big brand. Well, anyways, I get one from PetMart from time to time. It's a 20 watt, and man, does it illuminate this whole enclosure. But they were all out, so I just got this one from Petco. It's a 24-inch T8 17 watt Desert Series, and I keep it for a year, maybe 10-11 months at the least. A lot on the package it says change every 6 months, but like I said, I've had them for 5 years, and I've only switched it out every I mean, I switch it out a lot, but I mean once a year, once every 10 months I switch it out. And I got him some new cocoa fiber, some fresh hay. Keep all this stuff up here, and he's loving it. I just switched it up this morning. So I hope you guys like this quick video. Please like and subscribe.